are your goods insured in the Skudrop warehouse, and what does insurance look like for marine cargo while it's on the water, also last mile into Amazon? So when we took on this business model to build this company, we wanted to ensure that everybody was insured 100% on the water and also in our last mile delivery into Amazon. As sellers ourselves, it's always been our position to make sure that we're insured, and since we were looking after everyone's goods with Skudrop, we wanted the same. So as far as marine cargo insurance, your goods are insured for 100% commercial value on the water, and also a last mile delivery, meaning from when they are unloaded from the container all the way into Amazon, either using UPS or trucking logistics company selection. You are insured 100% for your commercial value by using Skudrop. So that is the delivery process. Now let's talk about the warehouse and what's insured in the warehouse. So as you know, many sellers, not particularly LLCs and our US customers, but anyone around the world storing goods in their US 3PLs are not insured at all. I've been selling for 5 years myself, so have many of our founders, and none of us have insurance, and we've taken that risk to store those products. Some people believe they may have partial insurance, but if something was to happen like fire or flood, you'll be surprised that you may not be covered at all. Now, in the Skudrop warehouse, we were expecting potentially working in China in a warehouse, the same situation, that we wouldn't be able to get cover, but it was different in China. They actually have some cover for fire. So if there is a fire and the place burns down, the insurance component, this is all in our T's and C's, is 3,000 RMB per CBM or 1,000 kilos. Now, at the exchange rate, what you're looking at today, that's what it's going to be. So to work that out, go to your exchange calculators and work that out. It could be between $400 or $500, depending on the exchange rate at the time when you're watching this video, per CBM. Now, we were actually pretty surprised that we would have cover in China. Now, for flood, there is no cover for flood. The reason being is our warehouse is up a level and it would not flood from rain at all. Loading docks plus some, and then racking. There is no flood policy in our warehouse, actual flood policy. But if it burns down, yes, you would be getting 3,000 RMB, between $400 and $500. I think today the exchange rate, as of December 2022, it's about $440 per CBM, which is great for Amazon sales because at the moment in the US, in our 3PLs, we get zero. So that's great. Now, if some of your product is damaged, this is different. This is if it's lost or damaged, or cartons go missing, anything that's had to do with our warehouse staff and it's total loss because of a pallet dropped from the top level and damaged product, you also 100% covered. We will cover you at Skudrop. So that's great to know. If something goes missing, if a box gets somewhere, heaven forbid, to a wrong location and you lose a carton, we'll replace that. If there is some damage unloading from a truck or anything like that, we'll try our best to salvage as much as we can and let you know the full transparency, what's going on, and replace goods, pay for goods, whatever needs to be done to make sure that you're happy. That's what we're about. We're not about hiding anything. We want you guys to know what's going on, and we're happy to cover that. So they're the forms of insurance that you have through Skudrop. This is all in our T's and C's as well. So for fire, 3,000 RMB. And I just want to point out that I believe it's next March, our insurance policy is up for renewal and we are going for higher coverage. So that'll be great. So we'll update our T's and C's and let all our customers know that, how we go with that. Everything's pointing to the direction that we may be able to get a little bit more cover when it comes time to negotiate again. So that'd be great. Flood, there is no cover for flood. They believe that the place is not needing to be insured for flood. So with the landscape of the building and how high it is off the ground, plus the pallet racking, you're talking nearly, maybe nearly even a story or two before it would flood. Just not going to happen. So fire is covered, and also, our loss or damage. As far as marine cargo and last mile into Amazon, 100% covered for your commercial value. That's why we receive all your commercial values for your products on the way in when you upload your products into Skudrop. I hope that helped, and we're really, really proud that we can offer, some peace of mind for, our insurance in the warehouse in China, especially since our last 5 years of operation, we've had no cover whatsoever. So this is a really big win for Amazon sellers, I believe, especially for those that aren't based in the US.